Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome back to my new series, which is called New Year, New You. Today is Thursday, January 5th. Now, I had every intention of filming a video yesterday, which was Wednesday, January 4th. But unfortunately, here where I live in California, we got hit with a very nasty storm called the Cyclone Bomb. It sounded really scary, right? Or sounds really scary, right? Well, I worked a full day yesterday. I worked 9 hours, 7 to like 4:45, so a little bit over 9 hours. And as soon as I got off work, the storm started. And when I got home, like 10 minutes after I got home, our power went out, and it was out pretty much for the rest of the night. So I couldn't film a video. When the power came back on, I finally was able to do my skincare, and I actually did shave my face last night, and I'll show you what I like to use to shave my face. I buy these on Amazon. I use the Japanesque, and I'll show you. So I use these Japanesque dermaplaner facial razors right here. I love these. These are my favorite tool to use to shave my face. And for my eyebrows, I use these About Face Eyebrow Shaper Precision Razors. And these I love for my eyebrows. I use them above my eyebrows and right on my brow bone to get rid of the peach fuzz. My eyebrows are shaped the way they are now because I waxed them for years, and I stopped waxing I want to say 4 years ago because I noticed that it was contributing to the hoodiness of my eyelids. And the reason for that is because there's a lot of pulling and tugging of the skin with waxing. And also, waxing is very harsh on the skin. So I stopped all facial waxing years ago. I stopped all facial waxing. And I was just waxing my eyebrows because I love the clean look it gives my eyebrows. Eyeshadow applies so beautifully. Your eyebrows look nice and sculpted. But however, I was just noticing that my skin above my eyes, my hooded eyes, was getting worse. And I stopped all bikini waxing and Brazilians and all that too, because I was noticing that it was contributing to the way the skin in that area was looking as well. Now, I used to wax my upper lip, and I stopped. I used to, when I was working, for a spa, I was a trainer. And I was training the estheticians on how to do lip waxes. And one of them, when they were waxing my lip, lifted up the skin and took out a big chunk of my skin here. And it finally went away. I got rid of the scar and the broken capillaries that were there. And the products that did that for me were actually by Bella Aura. It was their antioxidant booster. It's really good if you have, scarring in the skin. It really helps get rid of it. So it helped me get rid of that scar, and I had that scar since 2012, and it lifted out of my skin, I want to say in 2020 after using that. Amazing product. So I started shaving my face in 2018, and I haven't stopped since. Now, I don't find that this really helps with any anti-aging benefits like they claim, if you shave your face, if you buy the Dermaflash or anything like that. I don't find that this helps with any anti-aging benefits. What it does is it simply removes your peach fuzz and that top layer of dead skin. So it's an exfoliation, and it will help your products penetrate deeper into the skin. So I continue to do it because I am a very hairy girl. I'm very peachy fuzzy all over. And on my face, it was getting pretty long, and it was very noticeable as I got older. And this is something that is genetic. It runs in my family. My mom deals with the same thing. And so I wanted to get rid of it. And I shave once a week because, like I said, I have a lot of hair on my face. and it's very noticeable when it grows out, and I do not like it whatsoever. So I choose to do it once a week. However, there is sometimes where I will skip it and do it every other week, just depending on my hair growth and how my skin is feeling. Now, for me, shaving is pretty aggressive on my sensitive skin because my skin is thin and I am hypersensitive. So my skin can be sensitive the very next day, well, in that evening and the very next day. And the Osmosis skincare products have been really, really helping with that. And it's also, since shaving is a form of exfoliation and it is quite aggressive, your skin can be dehydrated after. My skin is actually dehydrated today because I worked the last 2 days and I have to wear a mask at work since I work in the medical field. And here in California, the rule is statewide. Anybody that works in the medical field or comes into a medical office, everyone has to be masked up. So I wear a mask for like 10 hours a day. I don't like it, but hey, I need to protect myself. So I shaved my eyebrows because I went on this tangent there, so I apologize. I'm a little tired. Been a long day today, as I did work a full 9 hours today, and it's just, whew, but I'm off tomorrow. So I shaved the peach fuzz. I do barely any tweezing. So what I do is I take this little razor, I shave above my eyebrow, I shave in between my eyebrows, and I shave my brow bone. Then I take the Japanesque dermaplaning tool and I shave the rest of my face. I do my forehead, my cheeks, around my mouth, my chin, my upper lip from my nose down. And I also shave right underneath here too, because I'm pretty peachy right in there. So that's what I did last night, and I did my skincare routine, and I did my full skincare routine with the Osmosis products, which I am going to demonstrate for you tonight using the Epic Skin tool. I will now go into cleansing my face and continue to talk here. So I am going to go ahead and get myself prepped up. Now, tonight I will be doing radio frequency, microcurrent, LED light therapy, and I'm also going to be sharing with you my full skincare routine. So part of my skincare routine is cleansing my face. Now I do have sunblock on. I put on some mascara. I'm testing the Plume Science. I think it's called Nourish and Define mascara. It's in my bag, actually. I don't have it here. And, it's an okay mascara. It's more defining than anything. I don't really get much length or volume from it, but it's a healthy mascara that not only gives your lashes color and definition, but it's also treating them too. And I'm noticing that my lashes are starting to get sparse. So I'm going to be looking into an eyelash serum to put on my lashes to help treat them because, as we get older, our eyebrows do thin out and our eyelashes thin out too. And, I'm 45, almost 46, and I'm at that point in my life to where I'm starting to see those changes. And some sort of lash serum would probably be great for me. Now, I'm not going to be looking for a crazy lash serum like I was using in the past, or like last year, that just made my eyelashes grow and darken. It was beautiful, but however, usually those are very expensive and I won't be able to keep up with the cost of that. So I may look into the Plume Science lash and brow serum. I've used it in the past and I really like it. I do have their, it's called their Nourish and Set brow gel on this evening, or I wore it today. And this is in the color Ashy Daybreak. I have been really enjoying it. I picked up the Plume Science products. They had a 25% off sale on their website. I picked up their brow pencil, which is refillable, their brow gel, their mascara, their brow pomade, all in the shades Ashy Daybreak. I picked up their tweezers, their brow scissors, and their eyelash curler. So I've been testing those, and I have to say I love Plume Science brow products. They are my favorite. They are a splurge. But one of my favorite things about them is they have really good ingredients to help treat and nourish your brows and your lashes. So I'm going to go into cleansing. So the first thing I'm going to do, since I have a little bit of makeup and SPF on, is I'm going to go in with my Fit Glow makeup cleansing oil. So I'm going to give it a shake, and I'm going to take one pump, and And I'm going to start massaging it into my face, and then I'll take another pump and work it into my neck and my chest. So I love this oil, or this cleansing oil. Now, if you're familiar with Fit Glow, they're known for their cloudberry scent in their products, and this one does smell like the cloudberry seed oil. The one that they had in the past smelled more like candy. It is essential oil free, but the scent that you're getting from this is from the cloudberry seed oil. So I'm just gonna put it all over on my face. And I love this because it's emulsifying. I only like to use emulsifying cleansing oils or cleansing balms on my skin. I do not like the ones that leave a residue. Now, I find that this cleansing oil is really good and it removes all of my makeup very, very well. So I'm gonna take another pump right now and work it into my neck and my chest. So I have a few things written down here on the list that I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm going to be doing that as we go along. Now for microcurrent tonight, I'm going to show you what I like to do for my eyes, because my eyes are a problem area for me. I'm going to show you how I like to treat my hooded eyes with the MyoLift Mini. I didn't do any devices last night, and it kind of like really offset my plan, so I apologize for that. I was gonna plan on doing the eye mask last night along with the jowls mask. For microcurrent, the hands-free mask from MyoLift Mini or 7E Wellness, but like I said, the power was out, and so I couldn't do any devices. So I like to give my skin a good massage. So tonight my plan was I was gonna do some fascia work, which I'm in desperate need of. So tomorrow I have the day off. So I'm gonna get up and do my device routine in the morning, which I'll film. I'm also gonna be doing a full surface fascia release. I'm in desperate need of it, especially right here in this area. I really see it because I've been talking and smiling all day. I think in the last 2 days, I've met with probably about 70 people, patients, some new, some returning patients. So I don't disclose where I work here because like I live in a small town and some people know where I live, and I just think that some things need to be private, and where I work in the medical field, it's a niche field. So I just don't disclose it, but I do have a medical background, guys. So before I became an esthetician, I was actually going to school to become a nurse. And I was in a horrific motorcycle accident where I actually died and they had to bring me back to life. And at that time, I was taking my classes to become a registered nurse, and I was in the nursing program, and back then it was set up to be a lottery. So as you can see, this emulsifies really well. I'm just adding water to emulsify it. And so when I got in that accident, my number came up in the lottery. And unfortunately, because I was recovering for my injuries, which, you know, ended up taking like 6 months, I fractured my back and I had multiple fractures all over my body. From that accident, I had a head injury as well. And so it took me a long time to recover. So I lost my place. So what I decided to do is, in the meantime, till they called my number again, I went and got my emergency medical technician certification. And I was working as an EMT. And as I was working as an EMT, I found that working in the medical field just wasn't for me. I was too sensitive. Like, I'm really sensitive to when I see people hurt, especially older people. I just would come home very stressed every night, and it wasn't good. So I decided to become an esthetician because I wanted to do something to help people, like me is like, I love to help people. That's my thing. That's why I'm here. I need to help people. And I've always been into skincare and makeup since I was like 12 years old. And so I figured, well, I wanted to do facials because I'm one of those people that, I'm very into the power of touch. I find it very healing. So I'm like, let's go to esthetician school and see how it works out. And that's how I became an esthetician. All right, so I'm gonna go rinse this off and do my second cleanse with the Osmosis cleanse for my devices. I just wanted to show you what the Fit Glow Beauty Makeup Cleansing Oil looks like. And I really have been enjoying this. I have one more bottle left, and in between then, I'm going to be researching other makeup cleansing oils because, as I mentioned in my last video, is I don't like to get attached to Fit Glow products because they're always reformulating them, and I always end up disappointed. So I will be back. Okay, so I removed the Fit Glow cleansing oil. Now I'm going to go in with my Osmosis Gentle Cleanse, and I'm going to take a half a pump, which is about this much. I like to spend a lot of time on my first cleanse, breaking down the makeup and the SPF. So that's why I was massaging a lot. I do have a few irritations and one breakout from wearing a mask, which I'll point out to you guys. But so the Osmosis Gentle Cleanser, it comes out sort of like a creamy gel, and it does lather a little bit. Now this does contain peppermint oil, so it does make your skin feel minty fresh. And in the past, I used to be really sensitive to skincare products that have mint in them. However, I haven't experienced that with the Osmosis Cleanse. It used to be called their Gentle Cleanser, and I never experienced that at all. Now, this is my main cleanser that I use for the morning. Sometimes at night, I will use it as a first cleanse and go in with their Purify Cleanser, which is an enzymatic cleanser. Sometimes I'll grab my Skin Buddy and I'll put it on the cleansing mode with the positively charged ions, the thermal heat, the red LED light therapy, and the ultrasonic massage. And then I'll do a cleanse with that. So, I have been doing really well with my goals so far for the new year. As I mentioned, my main goals were to, is my health with diet and exercise and losing weight. Well, I have been working out at least 30 minutes a day, and for the last 3 weeks, and I have been tracking my calories using the Lose It app. I did sign up for the premium because I really, really, really like it. And through the app, it's 50% off right now, so it's only $20 for the whole year, which is a great deal. And I have been really enjoying that app so much, guys. It's perfect for me, and it's pretty affordable compared to the other ones out there. Well, I have lost 5 pounds. Whoop, whoop. And that's just mainly in the last 2 weeks. Well, last week and a half. And I'm so happy. My clothes are fitting better. They're looser. Everything is just feeling so much better. I feel better. I have more energy. I've been able to find the loopholes in my diet. So I'm not following any special diet. I'm just eating a balanced diet of carbs, fats, and proteins. I find that works better for me than versus having, a high carb diet, a low carb diet, or having, a high fat diet. Eating a balanced diet works really well for me. And what's really important as you're approaching perimenopause or in menopause is like, you always want to pair, if you're having carb, you definitely want to be pairing it with a protein and fat too. So eating a balanced diet is really important. But however, everyone is different. Everyone's hormones are different. And it's always, if you have questions, if you're not seeing results, is you need to check in with your healthcare provider or a dietitian or a nutritionist to get your diet on track and make sure it's right for you. So I've been doing really good with that, and I've been taking these new supplements, which have been helping with my energy levels, because when I caught COVID from vacation back at the end of October, like it really did a number on me and it took my energy away. And I feel like just in the last 2 weeks when I started these supplements, like starting this last Monday is like when I felt like my energy levels got, back up, and I'm feeling good and I'm able to get up, go work out, put in that 30 minutes, and I feel so good. It's so great. And it's keeping me motivated also to be able to do these videos, because normally when I get home, I am just so tired that all I want to do is just like rest. And I have been just doing things and it's been great. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my LED light therapy. I wanted to give you guys an update on that. Here's the thing is, when we get a certain age or we're going through perimenopause, it's really important for us to move. And I set a goal to move at least 30 minutes a day, every day at first. Find something that you love, that works out for you, that is going to get you into that motivation and to where you feel good to start working out, to create a routine, because it takes 21 days to create a routine for a habit to stick. And whether it be walking, which my favorite forms of cardio are actually walking, running, and I love the stair mill at the gym. So what I have been doing, so I only did P-Volve once this week because I got up late because my body needed rest. I haven't been getting much sleep, which is another thing I'm working on. Is yesterday, so Monday, I ran on the treadmill 3 miles and I did yoga. Tuesday, I did P-Volve and I did a Peloton class. Yesterday, I ran 2.5 miles and I walked at the end to cool down to get my 30 minutes in, and I did some stretching. And then today I ran for 20 minutes on the treadmill, which was like 2 miles, and then I walked for I ran for 25 minutes and I walked for 5, and then I did some stretching. So tomorrow morning when I get up, I'm going to do my P-Volve Summit workout, and I'm going to do some form of cardio, and I'm going to foam roll. That's my first thing in the morning. And then after I get all that done, have my breakfast, I'm going to come in and film my device routine. So it's really important that you move, and work on getting those steps in, and it will help you, and you will see a difference like I am, and your energy levels are going to skyrocket. And I will be sharing with you the supplements that I started taking. They're amazing. I absolutely love them. They're like the best supplements ever. I will be sharing that with you soon. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with my LED light therapy. I'm going to be doing the Aduro neck and deck piece. So I'll just apply it as I'm talking to you. Another thing I was thinking about is that I wanted to do weekly. Oh, I got a rubber band stuck to the Velcro. Whoops. I wanted to do, wanted to see how you guys feel about where we should go after this week with this series. Do you want me to do a video and check in with you once a week after the end of this week? Or would you like for me just to check in at the end of the month and let you guys know what's going on? And then when I do that check-in, we'll compare my pictures, see my results, and then decide what device I'm going to switch out or if I'm going to stay with the same, and then film another week of my device routine. So just let me know down below in the description box, and I will be back after my LED light therapy to do a radio frequency. Okay, so I'm finishing up my LED light therapy here on my neck. I did my Qure mask for 3 minutes on anti-aging mode. Then I went in and I did the Current Body Lip Perfector around my lips for 3 minutes. I want to talk about the Aura Lift really quick because I'm still getting questions about this. I'm going to show you how I wear it. Today is my Aura Lift day. I already did it in the morning and I wore it for 15 minutes, no issues. So I will be putting this on later tonight after I eat dinner and brush my teeth. I'll do my Aura Lift. So this just fits right behind my lower teeth, and these blocks do fit on my bottom teeth. This is going to fit you all differently according to your mouth. It's going to seem big at first because these muscles have shortened over time and it's going to be uncomfortable. So 15 minutes might not be the time for you. But one of the questions I saw was, does it cause dimpling in my chin? And yes, it does. That is not going to affect your skin. And what I always tell everyone, if you're unsure, please schedule the Zoom call, because my face shape and what I have going on is different than what you have going on, okay? So if you have any issues with the fit, if it feels uncomfortable, if you're not sure if it's fitting you right, please schedule that Zoom call. I am not the Aura Lift expert. Aura Lift is the expert on how the device is working for you. So please do that. I do get the dimpling here in my chin, and I always have, but it has not affected my skin in any sort of way. So we're going to go into radio frequency. I'm going to go ahead and put the MyoLift copper peptide serum around my eyes. So I do not use the Nebulift in my eye area. I do not use it on my brow, and I do not use it underneath my eyes, okay? So I'm just putting this on my eye area to hydrate it, and it's going to be my main conductor for when I do the eye treatment with the MyoLift Mini. Now this eye treatment, I've performed it on Instagram in a reel, and I've also demonstrated it here on the channel. So I'm going to do it tonight with the MyoLift Mini for those who are wondering how to perform a specific eye treatment around their eyes, if that's an area of concern that you want to work on in between your full MyoLift Mini session. Tomorrow we'll do the jowls, and then Saturday I'm going to do the eye mask and the jowl mask, since these are major concerns for me. So I'm going to go in with my N1. Now this, I'm just going to do the 10-minute treatment tonight. I'm going to do 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and that will be 10 minutes. I am like tired and I don't feel like really doing devices tonight. So I do want to cover, I'm just going to go ahead and start my treatment so I can get this done and not get too lazy. I'm going to use level 2. So in my last video, I was talking about the MyoLift QT app. There is some, minor bugs in there, and if you notice it, reach out to them. They're working on it. They're a small company, and they're a great company, and nowhere was I bagging on this device at all. I love my MyoLift QT. It's just that they're working on the bugs of the app, okay? So just be patient with them. They will get that all fixed. Now, I was seriously tempted to go in with my Ladura Velve Pro tonight because I just love this device so much, and I'm tired. I worked a long day today. I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. It's now, what time is it? Oh, come on, watch. It is almost 6:30, and I'm tired. And, sometimes this is the challenge with doing these devices. And I do the devices in the evening because that's when I have time. Because my free time in the morning is focused on my workouts, and I have to get that in the morning. Otherwise, I will never work out. So working out first thing in the morning is priority for me. It always has been. I just don't have the energy to work out when I get home, especially if you work with people. It's very, very draining. But I'm focused on using my microcurrent for just my MyoLift devices for my microcurrent for the next 30 days. We'll check in at the end of the 30 days and decide whether if I want to continue on with the same program or switch it up now. So I got an email from Zip. They wanted me to take a survey for them So I did take the survey. So I'm taking 4 pumps of the Nebulip gel, and I changed the setting to 3, and I'm going to do my cheek here. I did the survey, and they sent me a $20 off coupon for their gel. So I picked up the silver gel. And actually it was $30 off. So I got this for $20 and free shipping. So Zip's distribution office is actually near me. I think it's in Moraga or something, which isn't that far from me. So they sent that to me. So what they did at first is they sent me the golden gel, and I reached out to them and I asked them, you know, hey, you know, you sent this to me by mistake. Do you want me to send it back? So they wanted me to send it back. I thought that was kind of funny. Most companies will tell you to keep it and they'll send you out the right one, but they didn't. They wanted it back. So right away, they sent me the silver gel and I sent back the golden gel. So I can, you know, possibly switch out next month, and we can do 30 days with the Zip as my only microcurrent if you guys want, and compare the results. But I have to tell you, I can't use like the lifting programs with the Zip because they cause muscle twitching, but we can try it and see. I'll let you guys decide on what you want me to do. I can follow one of the programs in their app for 30 days and film the first week with my treatments with the Zip. So that's an idea. I can continue on with using my MyoLift and maybe doing the MyoLift Mini once a week and then setting up the QT app and following that for 30 days. So the LED light therapy is going to continue and my Nebulift treatments will continue. So I just have to figure out what I'm going to do in place of my MyoLift, if I'm going to continue on with MyoLift devices or switch it out for another microcurrent device. I'll let you guys decide. All right, so I'm going to finish up here with my Nebulift treatment, and I will be back in a second. Okay, we're back. So as I mentioned, I thought I was only going to do I was going to stop at underneath my jaws with the Nebulift, but I actually just did my whole neck and my chest. I didn't get to do it last night, so I had to do it tonight, and I don't want to be lazy. So now we're going to go into my eye treatment with the MyoLift Mini. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. And I want to talk to you guys about your devices that are rechargeable. I mention this all the time. All your devices that are rechargeable, even if you're not using them, make sure you charge them once a month. The MyoLift Mini, the battery on this lasts forever. However, if you don't charge it at least once a month, it will deplete the battery, which means that when the battery depletes, that this won't last very long. So make sure to make note of that on all your devices. If you're not using them, make sure you charge them at least once a month. So we're gonna first start out on erase level 2, which is at 300, or actually I'm gonna do erase level 1, and I'm gonna do in between my brows here, okay? So I have the Nebulift gel on. I'm gonna take my 7E Replenish Mist, and I'm going to mist that area. And I'm gonna go into erase level 1, and I'm gonna bring up the intensity from 175 to 185. For the timer, I'm just going to leave it on 20 minutes. I'm gonna press run pause. So there's what it looks like, okay? And we're gonna work on the 11s here. So I'm just gonna come in. And as I mentioned, you know, in previous videos, it's okay if your probes touch from time to time. So I'm just going to do this erase 10 times. I think that was 4. Okay, so another move that I like to do, spray this, is I like to take a probe right here, and then I take one probe and I move up right here. I'll do this 6 times. Okay, and I'll come over here and do the same thing. Okay, now I'm going to work the crow's feet, so I'll spray my conductive mist. I'm going to change my erase to level 2, and then I'm just going to go ahead and work these, and I'm going to do this 10 times. And that's to work my crow's feet. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my setting, and I'm going to go to educate level 2, and we're going to go to the intensity of 300. Okay, do not go above 300 with this treatment, because we are going to be using the probes under the on the under eye area, and you cannot go above 300 microamps in that area. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to spray this eye, and I'm going to put one probe right here, and we're going to start here, and we're going to make a half circle going up around the eye, and we're going to do this for 8 times, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next, we're going to do the front of the brow, and we're going to hold this. We're going to do this a total of 5 times. Hold each one for 5 seconds. Pinch and hold. So lift up and place the other one on top of the brow. Okay, next I'm going to move to like the middle of the brow and do the same thing 5 times for 5 seconds. Sometimes I lose count. Then come to the end of the brow, same thing, pinch and hold. Now you can just do this 3 times on each spot if you want, but if you want to see more of a lift, then do it for 5 times. Most people think that when they use the MyoLift Mini, when they use it, they always have to do the full treatment, and that's not true. You can just use erase if you want. You can go in with just educate. You can go in and spot treat like I'm doing. You know, just play around with it, get comfortable with it. I know a lot of you are scared of the MyoLift Mini because of the probes, but don't be scared. It's very easy once you get used to it. And it's my favorite microcurrent device. I love the QT for a quick treatment. QT, quick treatment. So we're going to do this move 5 times, holding each one for 5 seconds. For a quick treatment, I like it for traveling, and I also like it for doing these spot treatments too. However, you can use it as your only microcurrent device and get great results if you still find that the MyoLift Mini is too cumbersome for you. The MyoLift QT is my choice for a handheld microcurrent device. I find it has the best technology and I see the best results with the microcurrent. It has the 2 waveforms, stretch for lengthening that muscle and releasing tension for those dynamic wrinkles. And then you have lift mode to lift and tone and define those facial contours. No other handheld microcurrent device has that on the market. So you can change the intensity when you're doing these eyebrow moves with the pinch and hold and this move right here if you wanted to. But I just leave it at 300 so I don't have to fuss with the microcurrent. Oops, wrong way. So next I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my probe and put it here on the inside of my eye. And I'm gonna take this probe and we're gonna just do a circle down. So I start right here at the corner of my brow and I move it to the inward part of my eye. And we'll do this for 10 times. And there we go. We're all set. You see my eye area looks so much better than this one already instantly. All right, so I'm going to finish the other eye. I'm going to rinse all this off my face, and then we're going to come back and do my skincare with the Epic Skin Tool. So I hope that you found that this was very helpful and that you'll pick up your MyoLift Mini and start using it more. And just know you can use it for spot treating too. So tomorrow we'll do the jowls treatment with the MyoLift Mini, okay? All right, I'll be back soon. Okay, so I removed the Nebula gel. Now it's time for skincare. So I did just open a new Osmosis Rescue because I think I'm at the tail end of this one, but we'll see. So usually Stem Factor and Rescue last me about 6 weeks because I use 1 full pump of each, morning and night. So I'm going in with Stem Factor first, 1 full pump. And I am putting this all over, even around my eyes. Now, this is my routine that I have been using for the last 7 months. The only things that have switched out are, as when I first started Osmosis, is I started with Calm, which is their level 1 retinaldehyde serum. It has the least amount of retinaldehyde. It's great for if you've never used vitamin A before, you know, retinols or retinoids. If you have sensitive skin, they always recommend that you start out at Calm first. And then if your skin tolerates it well, then you move on to Correct. And then once you are happy with Correct and you want to see more results and your skin is tolerating Correct, you go into Renew. I have been using Renew, I think, since September, and I absolutely love it. So what I like to do is I like to cocktail a 1/2 pump of Catalyst AC11 and a 1/2 pump of Renew. Now, usually Catalyst and Renew last me about 8 weeks because I only use a 1/2 pump of each. So I'm going to go in with Catalyst AC11, and this has been open for a couple of weeks now. And it's kind of a little bit different consistency. It seems a little bit lighter, which I like. And it's a little bit more runnier. And I'm taking a 1/2 pump of Renew. And then I'm going to take my mist, which it's going to be infused tonight. And I'm going to take about 6 pumps, 1 in the palm of my hand. And what I like to do is I like to cocktail them together, make sure they're mixed really, really well. And this is what I do in the mornings too. So my serums are the same morning and night. And just at night, I put them above my eyebrows, around my eyes, 360. And during the day, I only put them underneath my under eye area because sometimes what happens is when I, rub them, over, they get caught into my lashes and they interfere with my makeup. My mascara, how it applies. And also, sometimes the mascara will smudge on my brow bone because it's super it's like moist. But I just noticed like when I put it around here, it goes down into my lashes during the day, and just my mascara doesn't apply really well. Okay, so those are pretty much well massaged in. So I just keep massaging them into my skin. And you can apply the serums, cocktail them. You can apply them separately if you like, and then you can spray the mist on top, just like this. And, you know, keep massaging into your skin if you like, but I prefer to cocktail it. It's easier. Now, the next serum I apply is Rescue. Now, Dr. Ben says to, which one is my new one? Okay, this is my new one. So Dr. Ben says to apply Stem Factor Rescue, you know, the retinaldehyde and then Catalyst AC11. However, I like to apply this last. I see better results with it applied last because it does contain glycerin in it. And if you are using Rescue from Osmosis and you're using it with other serums, make sure your water-based serums go on first, and then this goes on as your last serum. So I have about 1 pump of this left. So there we go. So we're just gonna go ahead and put this in Rescue. You can apply it all over, just like the other serums. So other serums you can apply 360 around the eyes, except for the new one, Perfect, which is more of a spot treating serum for those of you who have hyperpigmentation. So Rescue does help with hyperpigmentation too. So someone was asking me about when I'm gonna do my review for Osmosis. It will be soon. It's just like there's a lot of drama surrounding this line for me, if you know where I came from. So I will be doing that soon. Now, you know, I did my holistic training with Dr. Ben back in 2007. That was when our Osmosis was first starting out. And I learned a lot from him. He's very, very knowledgeable. Now, he does get off on his tangents. He's very, very passionate about creating, you know, great skincare. Now, someone asked me about his face mapping and how wild it was and his wild ideas. He is a doctor. He's a general doc. But within, like, since 2000, I think it was like 2004, 2005, he's just been, you know, focusing on the skin and skin health. So his face mapping, it does work. I use it on clients. However, it's not always true, but it is a guide. And he's pretty spot on with his, you know, philosophy in skincare. He's an amazing man. He's just very passionate and has some wild ideas, and, you know, mad scientist is what I like to call him, but he is an amazing man, and he truly, truly cares about everyone. He's one of the, you know, brand, you know, owners and founders that I really like. What you see is what you get with him. There's no hidden agenda with him. So I've met him several times in person. Such a great guy. And yeah. All right. So now that the serums are absorbed into my skin, we're going to do the Epic Skin Tool. Now, when I first picked this up a couple years ago, I just really thought it was a joke. But however, I love it with my Osmosis serum. So this is supposed to help your serums penetrate 30% deeper. And it's a patented design with these balls. They're shaped as like a diamond pyramid. And the thing is it grips the skin and it pushes the product into the skin without creating any tears or wounds in the skin, okay? So what I do is I start off with my chin. I don't follow the directions on the box. It tells you to go down, which I don't like because it pulls and tugs on the skin and it's uncomfortable. So I go up. So I start off on my chin and I do this area for 5 passes. 1, and I just work my way up. And you use light pressure. You're not pressing this into the skin. So what this is what else this is doing for you is it's creating circulation, which is really important as we age because circulation is tougher and tougher as we age. And when our skin is lacking that oxygen and that blood flow, it ages. So circulation is key. That's why facial massage, working the fascia is super, super important. keep that circulation going because it detoxifies too. And that's why exercise is so important as well. I'm losing my count because it moves that stagnant lymph and helps with your circulation, detoxifies the body. So I just work my way up as you see here. And my rule is 5. And then I just take one ball and I just gently go underneath my under eye. I do 3 times here. Then I do my crow's feet. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I do my brow area. I do this 3 times. And then I do my forehead. 5 each pass. Now, with this tool, when you first get it, you start out using it once a day at night, and then you can move up to twice a day. So for 2 months, I have been using this every day at night, and then just a couple weeks ago, I started using it twice a day. The key is you have to wait until your serums are, dry on the skin, because if there's any tackiness, what will happen is that the probes won't roll properly. So next I come over here and do this side. I get red because my skin just turns red every time you touch it. I'm sensitive to touch, but it is not causing any irritation or inflammation in my skin. And that red too is also circulation coming up to the surface. So I'm losing count. Just remember, I do 5 passes each on the major parts. But I'm just showing you guys how to use this because I keep saying I'm going to show you and I haven't done it yet. And so here you go. I love this tool. And at first, like I said, I was skeptical and I thought it was a joke, but it actually works. Now I know there's others out there who use this with their other serums that aren't osmosis and they really love it. So next I come in here in between my brows. I do 3 passes here. Then I take 1 and go down my nose. I do 3. 3 on the side here. And then I take this side and I go 3 on this side. And then I do my chin up. My lip up. Okay, next I do my neck. So I go down on my neck, 5 passes. Now they have a body tool too, which I want to get. Might be a little bit because it's pretty expensive. I want to try their body cream too. So I find that this has really helped underneath my chin with keeping it look less crepey, because it's that circulation, just like what I was talking about with working the fascia with the amna in this area. It helps with circulation, so it'll make the skin look less crepey. So I use this everywhere I put my serums. Okay, next I do my chest. I start, in the center, go over my collarbone, and then work my way down, and I do 5. And I go all way down to my breast tissue. And then I come over here and do the other side. So this tool is pretty hefty. The handle is, I think, copper, and then the actual balls are plastic, and I think they're copper coated from what I remember. Okay, so that's it with my osmosis tool. So I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to wash it off. Next, I'm going to go in with my Illuminate eye cream. Now, my serums are always the same. What changes for me is my eye cream. I use during the day, I use the Osmosis Refresh eye cream. And then at night, I use the Illuminate. Because the Illuminate is more of an occlusive, and it remains pretty dewy and shiny on the skin. And you don't want to put makeup over this. So I use it during the evening time. That's what it's meant for. You can also use this as a lip treatment as well, if you'd like. I usually put the residual. Then during the day, I use their Hydrate Moisturizer, which is a plumping moisturizer. I love that moisturizer. I can use it at night too. But since it's winter time, I have been loving the Enrich Face and Neck Cream. It's a little bit thicker and more emollient, more moisturizing than Hydrate. And I just did that facial infusion the other day, so I have been loving this, and then I've been adding the Immerse oil to it. So the star of the show with the Immerse oil is its Emu oil, which is very healing and repairing of the skin. It's great for those of you who have inflammation and sensitivity in the skin. And if you want to use straight emu oil, you can. It's a lot cheaper. You can find it really cheap on Amazon. And I'm just going to add 3 drops of Immerse to the moisturizer and mix it in, and then apply it to my skin and then work it in. And that is my evening skincare routine. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this one's probably going to be long like the other one, but you guys seem to be really enjoying this series, and I'm really, really happy that you are. And just leave, your questions and comments down below in the description box, and I will get to them as soon as I can. And I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's video. I will be doing a video probably this weekend on the droplet, but I will also be continuing on with this series. Hopefully tomorrow I will have one up. Saturday and maybe possibly Sunday might be the droplet video. My capsules are supposed to come tomorrow, so I can finally film that demo for you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for all your love and all your support. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you for following along with this series. I hope you guys are finding it helpful, and it's encouraging you to do your skincare, use your devices, and become a better you for this new year. I'm going to keep you guys posted on my journey here, and I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful evening, a beautiful day wherever you are, and I am sending you all so much love and light. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day.